You're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Hi, I'm Omer and you're watching KMNH News. It's Friday, May 8th.
And now for a very important weather update. It may not be as cold tonight as we once predicted, but we may still break a weather record and you still need to cover those new plants in the garden. The new prediction is that the temperature will be not 28, but maybe 30 degrees. There's still a freeze warning that says it might be as low as 27. So cover those plants and make sure if you've been watering them that you protect any outdoor plumbing that is not winterized. Frozen outdoor pipes might cost more in damage than those plants you're trying to save.
While we're on the topic of plants, we want to thank everyone in our neighborhood that has purchased our canna bulbs. The response has been awesome. Tommy reported that he delivered to 18 homes and businesses over the last 2 days, with more being delivered today and tomorrow. In just 5 days, 75% of the bulbs have been sold, so make sure to get yours before they're all gone for the season. And again, all the proceeds go to teens like me that are members of the Happen Teen Garden Club. So thank you, and thank you.
We are collecting kids' art to share here on KMNH for a new segment called Kids Art News. We want to highlight the emerging artists of the world. That means kids 17 and under can send us their masterpieces, a little information about themselves, like your age and what kind of art you like to create, plus anything else you'd like to add. Don't forget to add what your creation is about and how you made it. Your work might just be featured here on the Kids Art News segment on KMNH. Just send your artwork to info@happeninc.org.
During this time of quarantine, everyone has it hard, but there are certain people who are more at risk. Because it's Mother's Day, and because we should acknowledge these people, I have decided to interview LAD's Director of Development and External Relations, and my mother, Molly Lyons. But first, here's a little bit of background information about LAD. LAD supports over 500 adults with developmental disabilities and empowers them to live, work, and connect through a variety of programs throughout Hamilton County. So, how has your work changed?
Sure. So typically the purpose of LAD is to make sure that people are out in the community and engaging with people and practicing independence and living pretty independent lives. And since coronavirus, everything we're doing is inside people's homes, so we're thinking of how are ways we can keep people virtually engaged, similar to what you guys are doing, is how do you keep people engaged virtually?
And then, what are you doing to keep the people at risk safe?
So we shut down pretty early. We stopped allowing visitors to any of the places we provide support for people. We have made it so that we don't have staff going from multiple houses to other homes, so that there's a less of a risk of contamination. Our staff wear masks the whole time they're there. So they sometimes at 8-hour shifts will have their mask on the whole time. So we're just, following World Health Organization, CDC, and Ohio Department of Health guidelines on how do we keep people safe.
What projects have you been working on right now?
So we have a couple of things. So we have a program we do called LAD Live every day, where people get to go on and decide what, connect with each other. We've had some members of the community join us on that, so that folks get to engage with people outside of the LAD community. We have a former Ringling Brother circus clown coming who works at the Jim Henson Studios, who's going to drop in. We're trying to get wrestlers to Zoom bomb because a lot of our folks really like wrestling, so we've had a local professional wrestler. We're in the middle of our fitness challenge, our quarantine fitness challenge, where we're doing 30 minutes of exercise every day, and we're providing virtual classes. So that's a lot of what we're doing.
So what's different about your life right now?
So for one, I'm working a lot more than I worked before because there's been so much stuff that has to be done differently and done new that we have to kind of create new ways of doing stuff. Instead of going into my office every day, I'm sitting in at a little desk in my room with the door closed, ignoring everybody else around me as I get my work done. You and your sister are home, trying to get your school stuff done. It's nice to be able to take little lunch breaks and see you for 10 or 15 minutes or see you in the morning. I get up later. I think that's part of it too. I think that's the main stuff.
So what's been your favorite part about being a mom?
You know, I feel like motherhood is so much work, kind of all at once, and then you see all that work and all that investment that you put in and kind of grow into these great little people who become these great bigger people who are doing cool things and who are interesting and exciting and challenging. And so I think just getting to see that the result of that work when they're really little and it feels really intense all the time, to get to see the result of that in these great people who challenge me intellectually and emotionally every day.
So this is a very important question. Do you regret having to borrow a bow tie from me instead of just having a bow tie of your own?
I don't think there's anything in my life I regret more.
Okay, you sound like you've had a very good life. And one final question, how do you feel about KMNH and Happen?
So I love KMNH and Happen. I think that their commitment to young people and to really, when I listen to how Tommy and other folks at Happen treat teenagers and kids like they are real, full people with thoughts and ideas that should be valued. I am so grateful that they exist in our community and that you get to work with them and all of the stuff that they're doing. I'm just incredibly grateful, and I adore it. And we actually often refer to Happen as Omer's second home, and I said I'm not sure that he is happy with quarantining in his first home and not at Happen. So I love Happen. I'm really grateful.
So I want to thank you for coming on to the show, and I just want to say Happy Mother's Day, and I love you.
Oh, Omer, who's the best mom in the universe?
You.
Thank you.
Okay, so since Omer gets to have his mom on KMNH, I decided that I get to have my mom on KMNH as well. So, audience, mother, audience. Anyways, I brought you on here so that I could wish you a happy Mother's Day, and I say that I love you. I love you, Mom. Oh my... oh my God, stop!
I want to thank you for tuning in to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. A special thank you to the Northside Community Fund for sponsoring this broadcast. I hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope that you will tune in again tomorrow for more of KMNH.